All right. Welcome back to HAZCAR. Ignore my voice. I've got a bit of a something's been going on with my voice, and nothing you need to worry about. Just gonna sound a bit different today, and potentially over the weekend when we run the Cup Series. As we're about to begin, it is important to remember to join the Discord in the link in the description. And yeah. So, with that out of the way, welcome back, folks, to HAZCAR. On a bit of a time crunch today. It's going to be a bit of a shorter race today, regardless, though. It's Kentucky, 180 miles. Just 48 laps around the 1.5 mile, I believe, oval. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, 1.5 mile oval. Just 48 laps around here. It's a bit of a short race weekend. But yeah, Trevor Bayne on the pole. Carl Edwards lining up on the outside.
Drivers,
David Gilliland and Bobby
car.
Labonte make up the second row. Third row is Juan Pablo Montoya and Kurt Busch. Fourth row, Tyler Reddick and Mark Martin. And to top out the top 10, it's Regan Smith and AJ Allmendinger. Excuse me. Stages, lap 13, lap 30. And, of course, the end of the race. So, let's get this show on the road off of pit road here and on the back straightaway. Excuse me, wow. Hopefully my voice should recover by the end of this race, just through the sheer willpower of yelling into the mic. The package here is similar to the one used in Nashville and Chicagoland, so it'll be a bit of an interesting race. Testing has shown positive results. The weather for this race isn't ideal. Maybe they'll try to avoid wrecking too much, maybe avoid aggressive moves, because the track is pretty cool. You know, Kentucky around this time of year is pretty warm. As you can see, it's 94 degrees Fahrenheit. It's usually even warmer than that. As we wait for the green flag out in Kentucky, we're underway here. And Trevor Bayne with a good start off the line. Oh my god. And Carl Edwards on the top couldn't get quite the run. David Gilliland on the bottom. Now, of course, it doesn't matter where you start. It only matters where you finish. We know by this point that your starting position with this package means absolutely nothing for the rest of your race. Look at Regan Smith on the bottom. Literally, he was starting this race in 9th. He's already up to 4th. Up in a 3rd now, past David Gilliland as well. Pretty much neck and neck there. But Juan Pablo Montoya hunting down the 21 of Trevor Bayne. Here comes Kyle Busch. Unbelievable. Robbie Gordon also out of nowhere. A lot of these midfield Michaels, they're coming around out of nowhere. Here comes Juan Pablo Montoya for the lead on Trevor Bayne. Of course, we're already done with 2 laps. This race is going to go by quickly. And hopefully they shouldn't wreck too much. Tyler Reddick out on the top. About to be passed by Carl Edwards. They're nearly 4 wide there. Coming off of 2. Nearly went 4 wide. Reddick just kept the throttle in it. Avoided that contact in the wall. And Carl Edwards is going to try to find a gap on the bottom. Look at this. Kyle Busch into the lead. Robbie Gordon behind him. Kansas winner. He's got a bit of experience at the 1.5 miles. However, that was a different package, and he did win that race under a caution. So, Jamie McMurray's got a bit of experience with these these low horsepower, restrictor plate 1.5 miles. Kurt Busch won that race in Nashville from Jamie McMurray, and McMurray was runner-up. It was a very close finish indeed. Here comes Carl Edwards, finally found his way back to the bottom lane. Now he's going to start to make his way back up to the front of the field. Trevor Bayne falling back big time. Here comes Dave Blaney, unbelievable. Tyler Reddick has held himself to the front of this field pretty well. So is Robbie Gordon. Excuse me. There goes Reddick to the top. Intentionally gets out of line to try to get the run off the corner, but you really just want that bottom lane. And of course, you'll see drivers taking down to the apron, even in the turns occasionally, to try to, look, you see Jeff Gordon riding that apron. That is legal. That is not a penalty. Drivers are allowed to be doing that. Let's see maybe if Kurt Busch will do it to Jamie McMurray. No, McMurray takes it a bit wide. Kurt Busch, he's been here before. This is a bit of a familiar sight for the 22. And, yeah, there goes Brian Keselowski out of nowhere. And Carl Edwards makes his way all the way back up to the front of this field. Jamie McMurray going to begin to fall back now. Doesn't matter if you lead here so long as you're leading at the end of the race. Even then, that can change in a single corner. So really, it matters where you are on that final lap at the end of the stage. Or the race, of course. 5 to go here in stage 1 already. Carl Edwards and Kurt Busch. Tyler Reddick not letting go just yet. Found his way back to the bottom past Carl Edwards. Excuse me, wow. It's not a good day for the old voice. Here comes the 11 behind the 22. And Tyler Reddick, strong. Strong pace, and into turn number 3, gonna pass Kurt Busch. Carl Edwards looking to follow suit. Andy Lally out of nowhere comes in, and he's right behind them now. 3 to go in stage number 1. Jeff Gordon, look at him. He's made his way up. Jeff Gordon won stage 2 all the way back in Daytona. Hasn't scored many points since. It's been a bit of a down year for the number 24, the legend in that Hendrick Motorsports car. Here comes Carl Edwards on the inside of Tyler Reddick. It's going to be close for the lap here. Do you want to be leading now, though, or do you want to be leading in just 2 laps? 2 to go in stage 1. No caution just yet. Nobody so far has wrecked. Bobby Labonte, winner in Canada, in Quebec. He's looking to take the stage from Carl Edwards. The thing is, now he's going to have to defend from Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon in the 24. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. Is he going to get it? Or is Bobby Labonte going to be able to defend? Is Regan Smith maybe going to be able to do something about it? Here comes Jeff Gordon. Regan Smith on the bottom, but it's not going to be enough. Jeff Gordon on the inside of Bobby Labonte. And to the line. It's going to be close for the stage win. Who got it done? A very close finish indeed at the end of stage 1. We're going to have to go back over that. And the caution is not out. Now the caution is out. It's a bit of a late yellow. But make no mistake, whoever won on the previous lap is your stage winner. These standings won't count. Only from the lap before. Oh, and they wreck. Oh man, they wreck. Coming to the yellow. Tyler Reddick, Trevor Bayne. Bit of an incident. Let's go. We're gonna have to go over some stuff there. First, who won stage number 1? It was so incredibly close. Let's go to our photo finish cam. And unbelievable, Jeff Gordon at the line gets it done. Those are the standings for stage 1. This is it. But what happened the next lap, coming to the yellow, they wrecked behind the leaders. Looks like when coming to slow, oh look, it was Montoya. It was Montoya and Rudiman. Look at this. Rudiman came together with the 42. They were 4 wide. Then the 11 car got together with the 38 hard into the inside wall. Man, oh, and the 38 up and over on his roof over the pit wall. Man, over the wall, and thankfully there was no crew back there. But that could have been bad for the 38. Let's look at that one more time. Let's look at this here. Man, he just got, oh man, he got hooked hard into the wall. That was harder than I thought it was. Look at this. Oh man, I hope Kvapil's okay. Oh man, I don't know. That might be bad. His car got lodged into the wall big time. That could be really bad for the driver of the 38. Look at Reddick too. That's a solid concrete wall. Very dangerous. There's no safer barrier. That 11 car might have a curse. Reddick may have to sit this next one out. Yeah, look at that. Hard into the inside wall. And then, of course, Kvapil gets kind of suplexed over that wall. That goes from, what, 140 miles per hour on impact to nearly 0 almost instantly. That looked really bad for the 38. What an accident. Wow, what an incident. I believe anyone involved should retire or still be on pace. Man, what a finish to stage number 1. As we're double file here in turn number 3, and although it should be Jeff Gordon, poor timing of the caution will mean that Dave Blaney and David Rudiman, despite being part of that accident, they're gonna come to the green flag first. As we wait for the green flag, you can see fans taking photos in the stands, and the green flag is out, back once again in Kentucky. Just 12 to go in this stage. So it's gonna be a quick one. Here comes Rudiman. Rudiman with a good run off of turn off of the start there. Good jump on the start. He's gonna get a bit of an edge coming out, but here comes Jeff Gordon once again. Bobby Labonte as well on the bottom. Ryan Newman out of nowhere is in the front now. Look at the back of the field. Who is slow? No one. Everyone involved in that has retired, other than Clint Boyer, but his crew was able to repair his car adequately. And with minimal word on Rudiman's condition, Model Cap and Mark Martin sit on pit road since the stage ended. We're unsure whether or not the driver of the 38 is okay. Here comes Ryan Newman for the lead. And, yeah, hopefully, I say it again, hopefully Travis Kvapil is okay. Hopefully he'll be able to get back in the race car next week. He's being taken to the medical center right now. Is in the ambulance. Here comes Casey Kane! Coming back to the race, here comes Casey Kane to the lead. out of nowhere on Regan Smith. That Toyota Camry. Unbelievable. And Paul Menard on the bottom. 9 to go in stage number 2. And Paul Menard looking to finally get a big break in that Richard Childress number 27. And he wants to win this race in Kentucky. And here comes Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch now to the lead on Paul Menard. He's going to get the nose out in front. And here comes Dale Jr. Look at this, the 88. Is he going to get blocked by that MWR 00 car? He is. Rudeman not letting go. They're 4 wide almost on the back straightaway. Greg Biffle and Carl Edwards, teammates, there with one another. Of all the people who have been unable to make their way up to the front in this package, it's been Greg Biffle the most. He's just been unable to take advantage of this very high parity level racing. Juan Pablo Montoya to the lead. Oh, and they crash behind the leaders. Martin Truex Jr. on his roof. Speaking of Greg Biffle, he's in it too. Bobby Labonte involved as well. And the caution comes out. But who's going to get it to the line? It's going to be Montoya with Gilliland on the inside. Who gets it done? It's Montoya. Montoya back to the line first. Let's look back. What happened here? Looks like Greg Biffle got into the 56. And, man, that brought Carl Edwards a little bit into it as well. He was able to keep it clean. But then the 54 just goes tumbling over on his roof and into the catch fence a little bit. And that brought Joe Nemechek, Greg Biffle, obviously. And that brought Bobby Labonte into it as well. Hard impacts. Yeah, look at that. It's like it was the hit from the 87 that really put the 56 over on his roof. Man, hard hits, big hits for the 56. Well, coming on a pit road now. Who's gonna make it off of it first? Here comes Gilliland, but no. Ooh, Bobby Labonte quick off of pit road despite the damage. He wants to take the lead of this race. He wants to take control. That might cause a bit of shakeups. As we may see a 2-lap shootout for stage number 2. Here comes Juan Pablo Montoya off of pit road. It's going to be just a 1-lap shootout. A 1-lap free-for-all for the finish of stage number 2. As they get around Bobby Labonte. Regan? Regan. Go. Regan, go. To the inside, please. Well, too late for that now. Looks like, yeah, look, it's Juan Pablo Montoya and Kurt Busch. Gonna lead us to the green flag. And as the pace car comes onto pit road, you see those 5 guys back there. They're not too keen on making it exactly up to the field. They might want to get a bit of a early jump here on the restart, but they're going to make it up. They tried to salvage it. Green flag, back out. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. Caution will come out on the back straightaway. And Montoya in the lead. And caution flies for stage number 2. Here comes David Rudiman. Rudiman on the inside. But it's gonna be Juan Pablo Montoya to take the win in stage number 2 by a hair. Let's go back to that. That was honestly quite close. Rudiman got himself to the inside. Just a little too late, though. We look. It was Montoya at the line. He got it done. Barely. By about half a car length. You can just see how fast these guys are going. Even Bobby Labonte, heavy off the pace. And he's still pushing very fast here in Kentucky. So we are going to have what I believe would be only 15 laps for stage 3 for the end of this race. Who's going to win it? As we're 1 to green. So yeah, it'll be 14 laps of racing to determine the winner of the race. It's been a great race here in Kentucky, if I should be honest. Cars stuck on pit road. Looks like we're having a bit of a Bermuda situation, although less apparent. That puts Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano on pit road for the rest of this race. They're not going to finish. But it's okay. So we'll be keen to fix that issue come Cup Series on Saturday. And Montoya, Rudiman, side by side. Once again. This is how they started that last green flag run, and they're going to start it the same way yet again. As they come off of 4. Juan Pablo Montoya. And David Rudiman going to lead the field back to the green flag in Kentucky. 14 laps to go. Rudiman this time with the run off the restart. He's got Marcos Ambrose behind him, that Richard Petty number 9. And, here goes, they're side by side, Montoya and Rudiman, but we know how this goes already. Montoya's gonna get the nose out. Into turn 3, here comes Blaney. Kurt Busch on the bottom denies him that spot, however. Here's Reagan, that Roush number 6. You know, there goes Robbie Gordon down pit road, taking a risk. He might get stuck in his pit box like those other cars he's seeing. As Carl Edwards, only one of the route is currently the furthest back Roush car. You know, I think that damage from that earlier wreck kind of did do him in a little bit. There's Matt Kenseth, and for the lead, Jamie McMurray on Kurt Busch. These two have a bit of a habit of challenging each other for race leads. Here comes Michael Waltrip. Led the points early this season. Kind of fell away, and he's going to take the lead off of turn 2. And here comes Jamie McMurray trying to take that place back from the number 15. That Napa Auto Parts Toyota. Here comes Bill Elliott on the inside. Most popular driver, looking to get a very popular win. Robbie Gordon gets off pit road safe and sound. Here comes Bill Elliott. On the inside for the lead on Michael Waltrip. Just 10 laps to go in Kentucky. This is shaping up to be great, folks. Here comes Stevie Wallace. Unbelievable. Andy Lally fell up to that top lane. He was almost in the lead there. Here comes Kyle Busch with Dale Jr. behind him. The two make a good duo, but is Dale going to leave him out to dry? Brian Vickers all the way down to the bottom on the apron. As we mentioned before, that is allowed. How effective it is, it's debatable. They're 4 wide. Look at this. AJ Allmendinger all the way on the bottom. Takes them 4 wide on the front straightaway. And they make contact. Almost into the wall, Stevie Wallace. JJ Yaley, Atlanta winner, hasn't made many starts this season, looking to maybe take the win from Kyle Busch. They're making a great charge. And here comes AJ Allmendinger. Allmendinger never won a race in any level of professional stock car racing. Can he get it done today? He almost got it done in Martinsville. Wrecking behind them. Caution is out. Carl Edwards hard into the wall. Ryan Newman as well. And to the line. Kyle Busch is going to get the lead. Gilliland not going to get the nose out in front quick enough. Caution on the back straightaway. Hard hits for the 99 and others. Let's look at what happened there. If we look, say, man, no, we don't got a good angle of it. I guess this is the best we're gonna get. Here's Carl Edwards, and I think we're gonna have a red flag for cleanup. Carl Edwards gets hooked by the 39, 77 as well. Yeah. Anyway, red flag for cleanup. Yeah. Alright, we're back. Red flag has been lifted. They're going to continue under caution. Believe we're 2 to green here. Now we're 2 to green. Okay. 1 to green for Kyle Busch. It's going to be just 2 laps to go. Hopefully we can get on with this race without an overtime. But of course anything can happen, and pressure is up in the sky at the end of these races. So you never know. And so here they come off the turn 4 and to the line. 2 laps to go here in Kentucky. And as they make their way into the restart zone, the green flag is back out again. 2 laps to go to decide the winner of this race. 2 laps to go to decide, yeah, the winner. Kyle Busch with a good start. David Rudiman on top. Here comes Casey Kane, though. A good start by the 4. This could spell his victory. Of course, Busch and Gilliland know what it's like to dogfight each other at these full throttle tracks. Here they go. Now there's no going back. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go in Kentucky. David Gilliland on the bottom. A good run from the 34, but Montoya behind him. Montoya can win. If he gets a good run, maybe even Dale Jr. Look at the 88 behind. A good run from Dale could spell the end of this race. Into turn 4, Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the inside of Juan Pablo Montoya. But it's going to be Montoya at the line. He wins in Kentucky. Standout performance by the 42. What a race. Dale Earnhardt couldn't quite get down to the bottom, just so close, but so far. They make their way down to pit road. Juan Pablo Montoya is your winner for Kentucky. Let's just look over that one more time. Montoya in 3rd. Matter of fact, hold on. He was in 8th at that restart. Worked his way all the way up. Dale Jr. almost hacked it. Couldn't quite get it done. And Montoya just at the line, or into turn 4. So close yet so far. Well, thank you for watching HAZCAR. We'll see you Saturday for Cup. Thanks for watching.